Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. Thank you so much for finding time once again. Karibuni sana. If it is your first time here, welcome. This is Vis Mix and Match. This is where we open bales and we also supply. And my location is in Kitale Town, only in Kitale Town. And my number is 0712 And you can get me on that WhatsApp. You can also call. And if I don't reply, please be patient with me, but definitely I'll get back to you. So today I'm here once again, and I think I've taken a lot of time to do a one-on-one video. I saw one of you commented that I've been really silent, but I hope through the videos that I've been opening the bells that you are still learning a lot. So today I'm here to talk about growth. I know you know the word growth. I know you know the meaning, but you know, have you implemented it in your business, in whatever you're doing, in your bells, in your pieces? Have you implemented the word growth in it? So that is what we are going to talk about today. And make sure you take us to 3,000 subscribers because we are on the road to, reaching it. So take us there. I'll really appreciate. So that is what we're going to talk to you today, and keep it locked. So I've said the name growth. Have you implemented? Have you implemented the word growth in your business? And when I'm talking about growth, I'm not talking about you have done Mtumba business, you have bought a car, you have done Mtumba business, you've bought a house, you bought a land. That is still growth, but let us speak in terms or in the aspect of our business. So growth, this is where we expect you not to be in the same position in few months, in years. We set our goals when the year starts, or we give ourselves targets between this month and maybe before we reach the 6th month of the year. I'm planning maybe to be at this level. So you have also to set goals or targets for yourself, so that when you do not reach there, you know where you can rectify yourself, or this is where I went wrong and I need to change on this. First of all, what really hinders us to grow in our business? Overspending, ladies. I know we are impulse buyers. Personally, for me, I am an impulse buyer, but it is something that you can also cut. For example, if I have a good profit that I've made in 1 month or in a week, I try to reinvest the profit in the bills, so that I know I'm not going to misuse this money. My money is in this bill. That is an example. So it can also be very bad for you if you are that type of a person who just spends, but you're not investing. And I'm saying investing, we are talking about business. We are investing in bells, in pieces, such and such. So growth is something that you really need to have, or you need to implement in your business. For example, my story. I started in Gikomba pieces. I started picking pieces, but I was so afraid. I was so afraid of opening bells, because of, at that time, there were a lot of misconceptions about Mtumba, of which some were really true. You're opening bells, bado unapata zinakaaje, you've spent money there. But what I grew, or the growth that I implemented, was to put aside my fear of opening bells and open it. So right now I'm doing it. I'm opening and I'm also supplying. So you are expected, if you are selecting clothes and you are not in the sector, or maybe you're not categorized in the sector of thrift sellers, you are just picking because that is the amount, or maybe that is the capital that you can afford picking, but not opening bills. We expect, or you are expected, when you're picking clothes, we expect you the next year or in a few months, we expect you to take a bill and open. That is growth. You're slowly changing into a mature Mtumba seller. So we don't expect you to just go select and you just selecting all the time, selecting all the time. It's not bad. I know most of you maybe rely also on me, or maybe those people who are in my area, some of you rely on me to give you cameras, of which it is not bad. I've talked to some of you, and most of you, you don't have the capital, the full capital of taking the bills, or even some of you, you don't want to remain with these so much pieces after selling the good ones. It's okay, but we are also saying, if you are also picking, we expect you, if you're taking maybe 10 pieces, we expect you to be you increase to 10 pieces, and you're taking a sum of 20 pieces. So that is also growth. So you are expected not to be in the same position as you were. If this is a new year and last year you had set your goals, your target, and we are almost, next month tutakuwa tumefika half of the year. What have you achieved? What are the targets that you had set for yourself? Have you really met some of them? That is growth. So if you did not put a target for yourself when the year started, no, you are not in the direction of growth, because you cannot do something that you have not planned. Planning, sometimes it's very good. For example, last year, let's say December, before we were in January, I had some of you who were calling me. You were starting your boutiques, your Mtumba boutiques, and you needed advice how much I had used, or maybe the structures I used at Toto's Corner and all that. But I also told you, aside from the capital that I started with, I also told you that I planned in advance. I wanted to open the bell, or I wanted to open these bells, or I wanted to open that shop in this season. Why? Because at that time people are busy. So me recovering the capitals, opening bells, getting more profits, it will be very, very advantageous for me. So you have to have a plan if you want to grow. For example, a plan can also come in when you want to open the next bell. You also have to have a plan. I'm going to open a bell of dresses. I'm going to open a bell of blazers. Have I reached out to my clients? Have I reached out to those people who want cameras? You're planning. You're not going to just wake up today and open a bell. But for me personally, I have that habit. But most of the time it goes well. But it is really good to plan, because when you plan, you'll remember there's somebody who had asked me, if I open, I should inform them they want 20 pieces, they want 30 pieces. That is where planning helps, and it will lead you to grow. So make a plan for whatever you want to do so that you can grow. And also, we don't expect you to just be in the open air market all the time. You're going to have, when you're in the open air market, especially those people in the open air market, you guys have a very good advantage, because so many people are coming to the market. But remember also, before they reach the market, they're also passing different shops, Mtumba shops, wanapita pale, wananunua wanapunguza pesa pole pole. Before they reach you, they come and buy just one thing. So have a plan of how you're going to reach these people who have not reached you at the open air market. If maybe you had thought about akakibanda, you just put a structure there, unahang manguo, before they reach you, maybe watakuwa wamenunua nguo 3-4 hapo, and when they reach you, they buy hata kama ni one piece. It's a win-win situation. So it doesn't matter if you're in the open air market. I have a client, I think you have seen her in one of the videos when I opened dresses. She has a kakibandaski, but ameiweka vizuri, ameweka displays for ladies, and pia akona a different section ya boutique. So if they don't buy here, they're going to buy there. So it's a win-win situation. What I'm just trying to tell you, don't be comfortable where you are. Even if you are an open air market seller, it doesn't mean you cannot own a boutique. It doesn't mean you cannot open a shop. It doesn't mean that you cannot find a space where you can display your clothes. Don't even go for a rented shop. Go for a space where you can get, these days people even rent out shelves. If you have, maybe you've opened bags and you want to display them where it is busy, rent a shelf and pay 2,000 per month. It's something that can also benefit you. So personally for me, I feel you are not allowed to be in the same place uh for a year. If a year passes and you're still there, please just go back to your, go back to the drawing line. What have I not done? What am I supposed to do this time? What am I going to do so that I cannot do this? Go back to the drawing line, because we want to grow. I don't want to grow alone. For example, when I also started when I started, I think I've mentioned, when I started Mtumba, at around the fifth month of opening YouTube, I got some ladies who were doing the household, the house help jobs, and they were really really passionate about Mtumba, but they did not have the capital. So there are some who I helped by, they were sending like 5K every month, 5K, and they took the bells for 10,000. So what am I saying? Um, they wanted to grow. They were not comfortable where they were. They wanted to grow. They wanted to be self-dependent. They had, and they have already, and reaped the good fruits of Mtumba. They have understood the business. It comes with the disadvantages and also advantages. So it's something that you have to embrace as a seller. So you don't want to be in the same place for a year. Please, you guys, don't be stranded. And you are opening bills. We expect when you're opening bills, you have an idea of even opening an online shop, of even opening a physical shop. It doesn't matter where it is, kama ni kibanda, kama ni a rented shop. As long as your display is on point, as long as your display is being seen by people out there, make sure you are not in the same place for a year. Set your targets. If you give yourself a target. For me, I have a very good support system, and I'm also really really, I really try to pray, and I always keep on tithing. And I usually tell you guys, do not forget to tithe. I keep on tithing, and that is what has really really pushed me. I was that type of a person. I was not into tithing a lot, but my assistant at the shop, she really told me, or she encouraged me, do you really pay your tithe? It was a really wake up call. When somebody tells you that. And for me, growing up, we were in an environment of church. We were going to church, but I never understood how somebody was supposed to pay tithe. And I'm not that type of a person that I'll give a budget of the whole month. So it was like, oh, you do this for every day that you sell and you send to church. So I have kept my tithing consistent. And if I don't tithe today, I'll note it down. I'll include it with the next one, and I send. So please make it as part of you also. That is growth. When you're tithing in your business, that is also growth. And because let me tell you, it's so hard. I know ukishashika pesa kutoa ni ngumu, but remember, if God has given you, why are you denying him a little bit in his house? So just make sure you give back to God, because he gives you. Unamwomba capital anakupea, but just giving him the 10% is so hard for you. So I hope we change our ways. I hope we think positively about growth, because we don't want to be in the same place. Trust me, 1 year, make sure you have grown. Baby steps. Don't be in the same place. Unarudi, Christmas is there, mnakula pesa. January haujarudi na any cash ya kuanzia biashara. We don't want to go in that direction. Plan yourself. If you want to go for holiday during the November December season, make sure you plan and don't touch your capital. Don't touch pesa ya biashara. Just budget yourself in your profits. And remember January, remember school fees. so that you don't come back and be stranded. So I hope whatever I've said is very important to you and may it help you implement it. Do not just hear, but also implement it in your business. Thank you guys. Keep on subscribing. Definitely, I will see you on the next video. Bye.